So here she is. Thought she'd be taller.
There's my girl.
She is not made of meat. Is this what you call a vegetarian option?
Oh.
Harley and Ivy forever.
So that image of those leaked images that we showed, they're all real. They're all absolutely real, right?
Yeah.
And
yeah, well.
we have a video here. Now, this isn't a leak. This is actually from Rocksteady put out a video showing some of this stuff off, okay?
Yep.
This is getting out of hand.
There's my girl.
Listen to what she says, though.
Yeah.
You, but my pheromones remember you.
Remember, as part of the leaks, they talked about how Ivy doesn't remember anything after being reborn? Yeah. Okay, so that's true. But just listen to what Harley says here.
Oh, strange emotions. Tell me about it. Wasn't expecting you to come in fun size. You really don't. Harley and Ivy forever. In 10-story burning letters.
Oh no. Oh no.
Say, hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
Harley and Ivy forever. In 10-story burning letters.
Go ahead and take a seat.
But I'm not gonna do this.
Take a seat right over there.
Shout out, Mr. Bug.
Yeah. Fuck.
What are you doing here?
Shout out, Mr. Bug, for that banger.
So, Batman's getting killed by a fucking pedophile now.
That's gonna set off an alarm.
Oh, I didn't even think of it like, oh. Yes, yeah!
It just gets worse and worse.
I didn't even think of it that way. I completely, that part didn't connect with me. I just thought, wow, Harley Quinn's into kids now. I didn't even put the connection that she's also the one that kills Batman. How does Arkham Batman die? How does Kevin Conroy's last performance of Batman go down? Tied to a chair and executed by a pedophile. Wow.
This is fucked.
But now here's the other thing as well that I think is starting to get lost in this whole thing, so I want to bring it back.
Ugh.
Even if there was none of that, even if it wasn't connected to the Arkham universe, everything else still looks fucking terrible.
It looks like shit. Everything looks like shit. If you standalone game, this is awful. This is still getting roasted. The story's fucking dumb. Boomerang having fucking the Flash powers, dog shit. The customization that they're going with, dog shit. The fucking seasonal events that they're doing, how it's gonna be a different Brainiac from a different universe, dog shit. The fucking main story of Harley Quinn breaking into Batman's fucking place, dog shit. Like everything about this, how Harley Quinn having Batman tech at all, dog shit. Like everything about this game, say if it's different, even if it's a different Batman, still dog shit. Like fuck this game.
Well, we got weapon crafting and recalibrating, cars that blow up shit, that blow shit up, status effects, gear set perks, character perks, elements, afflictions, and all weapon types. Y'all don't understand how hard we just fucking won.
Dude, that looks so bleh. That looks like a fucking PS2 fucking cyberpunk gay shit.
Yeah, and that's just Borderlands.
Dude, a fucking mobile version too.
So Poison Ivy is going to be something that's kind of like a there's like a B team in this game. I think they call it a support squad, and I'm pretty sure the Penguin's part of that as well. These are basically sort of like vendors you go to talk to. So think of like any
Destiny.
like MMO. Destiny, great example.
Yeah.
Instead of going to talk to Zavala to get your blah blah blahs, you'd go to Poison Ivy. And instead of going to Shaxx to get the blah blah blah, you'd go to fucking Penguin. Dog shit! That's the Toy Man. Motherfuckers have been screaming for years that we would love to see Toy Man in like getting more love. Give Toy Man some more love, man. What the fuck is that?
You mean Toy Woman, bro? That's a bitch. That looks like a bitch. That doesn't look like a dude.
And there's the Penguin.
Oswald Cobblepot. My man.
They made him into
That
a
is
fucking...
Arkhamverse. That is Arkhamverse Penguin.
Dude, they made him look like he works for my uncle, bro.
What's he doing? What's going on here, man?
What's up with that? What? Dude, bro, he does... I'm not allowed to say it on YouTube, but he looks like he works for my uncle.
That's Arkhamverse Penguin, Mozza. The same one that Batman and Nightwing work together to take down an Arkham Knight.
It looks so goofy ass, man. They're fucking this whole universe up just because of ego and wanting sales because of the Arkham universe. So dumb.
That is atrocious. Look at that shit, man. Look at that shit. How? You don't understand how hard we just fucking won. Yo in the chat, you don't understand how hard we just fucking won.
We just
Won what?
We won the lottery, mate, from this game. Tell you what, holy. Game of the year, mate. No, this is fucking retarded, and it just gets worse and worse.
Now, okay, now here's the next thing that we're going to talk about with this whole fucking saga. And it is to do with the leaks that we covered before. By the way, Gronking, the single greatest gaming talk show, gaming podcast on YouTube. So fucking subscribe, hit the thumbs up, all that good shit. Oh, we don't want to talk about leaks. We have to have a bias here. My bias here is fuck all you stupid motherfuckers in the industry that are fucking weirdos.
Raylos are weird.
Right, so what we got here is basically the dude who put those leaks out that we read. At least it's claimed, it's hard to decipher, that he has now come out and said he sort of made a whole lot of it up. And now the problem with that, though, is that people that are claiming we just fucking won, they're sort of using that as the gotcha. As like, oh, well, all those leaks were bullshit. Those leaks are bullshit. He's admitting that those leaks are bullshit, right? So we don't have to worry about that type of shit. Listen, you stupid motherfuckers. Granted, a lot of those story leaks, very possible aren't true. Some of it definitely lines up. Batman being shot in the head, I mean, that's leaked. That is leaked audio to the point where Rocksteady put out a statement about it. So, shut the fuck up. Reposting this on behalf of the original leaker who doesn't have a Reddit account. I am the person who wrote the original leak, which got reposted to the subreddit along with the audio. I can confirm pretty much everything Miller is saying about the leak being misleading is correct. The story summary is an awful bastardization retelling of the story in which I regret writing. As Miller has said, the leak is based entirely off story cutscenes, which I found in the game files. At the time, my method of finding these cutscenes was awful. So the ones I was listening to were incomplete or out of context. What more context do we need to Arkham Batman
Dying to a pedophile. I don't know how much. Like, I don't know.
What more do I need? I've heard this one years ago when Joel got his head caved in by that tranny. Right?
Oh, yeah.
You don't know the context. The context made that fucking worse.
And
the context was that Joel had turned into a complete fucking retard in between the two games.
The context is for Batman's death is he loses to the Suicide Squad. You know what I mean? I don't want more fucking context on that gay shit. Get rid of it. Don't give me more context of how Batman loses.
The same Arkham Batman that took down the Arkham Knight's whole militia and a good chunk of Batman's whole rogues gallery in one night.
By himself,
most likely.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, fuck them. You can't make me believe that he loses to fucking Suicide Squad.
The same Batman that was trapped in Arkham City, poisoned, dying, and still overcame the whole game's events.
Dude, most of the villains in Suicide Squad were there that night, and they got whooped.
Yes! In the Arkham Knight game, Harley Quinn is one of the least threatening parts. She still has her part, don't get me wrong. But when you put her in comparison of how much of a threat everyone was that night, Harley was down near the bottom of the threats.
She was more of a threat in fucking Asylum, man.
Yeah.
And
yet he loses to them now. Okay, so so fuck your context. Furthermore, I skimmed through these cutscenes and didn't pay close attention. I then recited it the next day in a private Discord server, which is why I put so little effort into the summary. I don't know, man. That summary we read, there was a couple pages of it, man.
You think? Yeah, you put a lot of fucking effort into it. No effort? Shut up, bro.
The general structure of the leak is correct. Most of the major events do happen. So Batman dying, I would consider a major event.
Hey, freak, maybe you missed the news. Batman's dead.
However, a lot of the details declared as fact was speculation on my part, and we're just trying to fill the gaps with the knowledge. For example, the leaks say that Harley mutilates Batman, but that doesn't happen. Okay, that part doesn't happen. She still kills him. She just suggested it in some dialogue. She still kills him, though. The leak also says they have a contest over who kills Batman. That never happened. The leak also says they find Tim Drake's corpse in the Batcave. That isn't confirmed, just implied by a cutscene where they find a Batman recording. Superman doesn't go to Krypton because it's destroyed. Okay, that was the one part that confused all of us. You, me,
like,
Nazma, and Beardo. That was the part that confused us the most.
We were like, okay, that can't be true. Yeah.
I also completely omitted certain plot lines, such as Earth 2, Luthor hiding from Earth 1 Waller. So all that extra Earth shit's all true.
Yeah.
Additionally, since the leak was based off only cutscenes from the main story, it's missing stuff that happens in the post-game Season 0 content, as well as upcoming DLC seasons. That doesn't change. That Arkham Batman is executed by fucking Groomer Harley Quinn. Since writing this leak, I have found out something major happens in one of the post-game story content, which completely recontextualizes the entire story of the game.
How? The whole story's changed because of some stuff. Fuck off, bro. There is
one thing that I can think that would fix this.
Okay.
One.
Okay. Batman dying still.
One thing fixes everything. This is the one thing that fixes this, and we said it when we went through the leaks before. The only thing that fixes this is if this whole game is in Batman's mind when he's tied to when he's tied up to that thing at the end of Arkham Knight and he's being injected by Scarecrow's fear toxin. This is all just in his head and he's fighting off the fear toxin. So this game ends with Batman's eyes going back to normal and him saying,
I'm not afraid, Crane. This is the end. You have nothing to be afraid of anymore.